Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Fatherland Victoria law reading series thingamabobble. And shockingly for the Circle Colonizer channel, I have actually done a tiny bit of editing because I too have the attention span of a goldfish. So here's a rough situation in 1941. In 1941, Japan launches new campaigns in Southeast Asia. That's right, the anime people are here. And it's quite horrible. Rangoon falls to the Japanese on the 23rd after a brutal 4-week siege. Rommel storms into Cairo by February, allowing Operation Hadrian to begin, crossing the Suez by Italian landing craft, soon storming into Jerusalem within 2 weeks and eliminating the British Protectorate of Jordan as well. Italian forces begin Operation Abyssinia, launching a colossal assault through the Sudan to relieve Italian East Africa. Sudan fell quickly, the British unable to reinforce the colony. But as Italian forces would march into Kenya, would attempt to siege Nairobi. The city, under bombardment and completely cut off, would face Rommel's panzers head-on. With Italian forces on the approach and the Afrika Corps on the road to the governor's palace, a Highland regiment would charge upon Rommel's castle and re-entire Italian division. And of course, the Italian army is very competente, as they were in our timeline. They lose very badly. Rommel gets forced out of the city, and Operation Walrus begins, as Italian forces are pushed back all the way to northern Kenya. As it would be known in history, the Highland Nairobi Charge would be awarded the Victoria Cross on over 17 different accounts. Up north in March, Iraq would face a Ba'athist coup and would then join the Axis a week later, integrating the British Protectorate of Kuwait. We all know Saddam's very happy about that. Iraq managed to maintain its monarchy under Italian pressure. Finland joins the Axis in late March on the condition it gains its territory back in Karelia. Britain, seeing it's losing the war, states its demands for surrender. It gets to keep its dominions, all the Anglo-majority colonies as well. Sorry, Argentina, you can't have the Falklands. Rule Britannia, God save the Queen. Rhodesia, Kenya, the Raj, Hong Kong, Singapore, they will be kept British. Business interests are to be kept secure. Trade to any ceded colony to be free and without restriction. No war reparations and no occupation of the UK. It's all well and good. Bulgaria joins the Axis and alongside Italy invades Greece. Greece puts up a heroic resistance, but unfortunately Bulgaria has joined the Italian side, and so, in no part due to Italian competence, Italy gets to beat Greece. Greece is dead, as you can see by this chart of Greek success. It's not going great. This is their economy chart, but the success rate is about the same. The Dominion of India gets created in June as the British, want to keep India together and annoy the Germans through technicalities of their demands for surrender. Yugoslavia dies. Bulgaria gets some land. Hungary gets some land. Everyone gets some land. Croatia becomes a country. How horrible. Japan doesn't get to be happy. It loses land in Burma and New Guinea. Afghanistan declares war on India, so pain. Hong Kong and Singapore hold out, and British Malaya gets occupied by Japan. The Axis agreed to Britain's demands, and so Britain surrenders, and the Anglo-French phase of the war is finally over. Here's a rough map. Britain cedes basically a bunch of lands. It keeps South Africa, Botswana, India, Australasia, the West Indies, Canada, bits in the Middle East over here, and of course home islands. Rhodesia and Kenya become condominiums, and the rest just sort of becomes part of Japan's sphere of influence, or German colonies, or Italian colonies. How horrible. The British will recognise all the puppets, yada yada yada. No war reparations. France gets to lose half of France. France just can't build fortifications in a bunch of places. They have to give up little, bases for the German army. They have to cede a bunch of land to the Italians. They have to pay a bunch of reparations, and their life is basically just pain. And that's the thing over. Also, Yemen dies. And that's it for the Franco-British phase of the war.